Get a piece of ginger, I'll peel it, and then I just put it in the corner of my mouth. I do it every morning, and then just over like 2 or 3 hours, every now and then I just like bite it just a little bit and it squeezes the ginger out. Ginger is a really good herb for purifying and cleansing your blood. So if you're feeling a little unwell, it's really potent to help fight. Ooh, shit, that's right.
Feeling about the final day?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I just asked Marie, I said, all good down there today, no hiccups? And she said, you're a comedian. I was like, okay, that can only mean one thing. We're not posting an insight today, are we? Danny! Mate, I didn't know you weren't going to be here yesterday. There was something I wanted to show you.
Oh, right.
I want to show you how to repost videos from your business page without resharing them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I picked up a hack from Gary.
Yep.
I noticed that he would be posting a video.
Yeah.
And then I'd see like posted 3 hours ago, and it'd be like 341,000 views. And I was like, I know Gary's numbers, there's no way he got that many.
Yeah.
So there's actually a way now, if you've had it rolled out to your system in Business Manager, you can go into video library and you can repost a video without sharing it. So you could post it and go, it's an hour old, but however many views that you've got, it still holds it.
Oh, so it looks like it's...
And you actually get better reach.
A ridiculous amount of...
Yeah, but it also gives you better reach than a reshare. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited about Facebook. Morning. How are we, team? I'm a comedian, am I? I know what that means. I know exactly what that means. Let me see if I can guess.
Yeah.
Someone's not here.
Oh! Sometimes you have to sacrifice. I don't know.
Well, I think we're kind of being dealt what we knew was coming, because we both were like, nah, and then we kind of got sucked in.
And what a brilliant opportunity for the rest of the team to learn. There are consequences.
Yeah. Visual, natural consequences. Jane's there ready. She's ready to huddle.
Where there's lines like this, we're going to pull these poster boards in. Where there's arrows, we're going to put whiteboards.
Nice. How do we feel we went yesterday?
I think much better, like communication and help each other out.
I actually feel like you guys stepped up a lot yesterday. And also one of the reasons I'd prefer to have team in the room and crew running errands outside is because the learning opportunities in the room are pretty massive, and it also leverages my time to be able to teach you in the room and not have to do additional training in the office as well. And that's something for those of you who are new, we've always said we do our training in the room so that we don't have to do as much training in the office. One more thing we did really well yesterday.
I would actually like to say leadership on your part in the morning. That really, I feel, helped bring us together. And I know it certainly hit me, and I was like, okay, well, if Kerwin's going to step up, I've got to step up. And I feel that it was really awesome. It was really inspiring to see
Nice.
lead.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
These leadership ceremonies get more emotional every single time. It was interesting to see the reaction in the room. There was a lot of tears yesterday.
Warwick came on from Nizzy only 5 weeks ago, and he had a bit of an extra planning session with us about 3 weeks ago. So I want to just share to you guys the power of planning.
I want him to share.
This is leadership in action, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, Bruce came around to our house because we live not too far away from each other.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, I've actually known Bruce since we were 14.
Wow.
We used to roller skate together.
Wow. Xanadu, Brucey and you, Xanadu.
And in the 5.5 weeks that I've been exposed to K2 and Nissy, with help from Bruce and a lot of help from myself, without even knowing it, we had our best month in 18 years by 100K.
Whoa! It's only 5 weeks. Imagine what's going to come in the next 52.
Well, as far as we're concerned, our other planets are reachable beyond the moon.
Wow. Massive, massive kudos. My experience is the greatest form of communication doesn't involve speaking. Yeah, it's the ability just to listen. Music! Where's the music? Hasn't been a good event. I'm concerned. I've got some concerns. Like the hierarchy of values in K2 is really obvious. It's family, or you could call it relationships, health, and then business. Because if you've got your relationships in order, it's a lot easier to look after yourself, and it's also a lot easier for you to really put yourself into your craft, to put yourself into what you do, but at the same time have your health giving you the energy to drive it, and also the relationships in the family giving you the support that's required to do it. Because I'm sure you would agree, who's felt really lonely at times on this journey? Yeah, that's completely normal, but it doesn't have to be. That's why we created K2, because I knew how lonely this journey was, and I wanted to create that atmosphere where people could connect ongoing. I thought when you think of Facebook and me on Facebook, you think about my knuckles in that photo in the shower. And you sent me that message, I think you need to check that message. You don't think you look, I was like, Nicole, it was my knuckles.
That's when you had your boy.
I was in the boy in the shower, and you could see my two knuckles. And of course, you know, Nick's got a dirty mind, so. But in closing, I'm curious to know, did you guys enjoy this event? Yes. I am going to be at the back of the room for a little while, but I'd really love to get away and make sure I can see my son. I haven't seen my son in 3.5 days now. So thank you so much, guys. Look forward to next time. Thank you. Oh, stop.
Facebook and all that sort of stuff. I'm a bit intimidated by that sort of stuff, believe it or not.
Yeah, I get it.
Shy when it comes
well,
to that sort
I
of
was
shit.
when I first started getting into it.
Even my personal Facebook, I've only just started after about 10 years, started to post shit, you know, like it seems to be working for everyone. So.
It does, mate.
But the stuff we've implemented, like just even them 5-minute meetings, it's bloody changed everything, the whole focus of everything. Like, we've implemented all this stuff and it's just like, it's blown our business away, mate.
Wow.
Like it's just our culture is better than you could ever imagine.
Mate, that's incredible.
And that's throughout. We've got rid of about 30 people.
Wow.
But, mate, any culture killer, I just stood them out. See you later.
Good on you, mate.
I'm learning how to do Facebook, so you will be hearing more from
Brilliant.
me. It's just so nice to be able to share something in a room where it's relaxed. Your responses are direct and firm, and it is just it's just a beautiful space to be in.
I appreciate it so much.
Great to have you boys here.
It's good to be here.
First one down, how's it feel?
You know what? So much stuff come up that I didn't even walk in here expecting, and I was just like,
yeah, that's normal.
What you're doing is great. Great
Thank you, mate.
contribution to humankind.
Thank you.
I'm serious about that.
I appreciate that, mate. It means the world. And if my son ends up being half the boy your son is, I'll be a very proud father. Because it's when we're in pain we fall back into bad habits. If there's anything you need, just reach out, okay? Likewise.
I've never opened up so much in all my life.
Is that right?
In front of people.
Hey, brother. Well done. Mate, every day I'm just impressed, so impressed by you. You are a fucking leader. You are the epitome of a leader. I was looking in the Webster Dictionary the other day about leadership, and there was a fucking photo of you. I know you're thinking about not coming, and I want to thank you for coming.
I just don't feel like I've got enough to give, and I just feel like, anyway, I know the story.
You've got more than enough to give. You've got an abundance to give.
I have to smack myself around to...
You don't need to smack. No, you don't need to smack yourself around. Just give. Just be who you are naturally, and I'm sure everyone would agree, is you're just a giving, shining person. Like just being in your presence is a pleasure, because you don't want anything. You just want to give things, and I don't even think you realise how much you give when you are giving, because it's your natural state is giving.
Thanks,
mate. Yeah, so you're more than enough.
Accept it. Thank you.
You're more than enough. I'm trying to.
Thank you. I feel like I'm a hard case.
No, not at all. You're a hard nut.
Oh, okay.
But do you know the beautiful thing about hard nuts? Whenever I think of hard nuts, I think of pecans and macadamias. And macadamias are one of my favourite nuts because it's the amount of effort that it takes to get in there is worth it. Because they've got so much richness and goodness, and they're so good for you. And you're my macadamia.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I'll see you soon, all right? One more. Come on then. See you guys. Well, I'm on holidays the week after, so I'm in all week. I can handle it. See you later, boys.
But apparently the scanner doesn't work.
Well, that's the old story.
It is the old story.
Oh my God, that
Considering
room.
a lot of
Oh my,
factors.
considering many things.
Yeah, but they're happy.
But it's a funny thing, like the more challenges we have, the harder we work. You know, and I think that's always the thing that we do. Whenever everything's against us, it's when we step up. To infinity and beyond.
Dramateers to be filming with?
Yep, absolutely. We need more drama.
I give this event a 2 out of 10. And that's a big gap. It's just disappointing for me, Kerwin, how I feel about it is that I'm very client-centric and I know the work that we do to bring those clients through this pathway, and I know the retention of them is important. I know that trying to build a community, which I feel really part of, and I was asking myself, can we go global? Can we double?
Not with this team.
Can we? We can't.
No.
So I'm thinking, are we trying to play small by gradually building up to that, as opposed to this is where we want to be, so we have to start here, even though we're here? That's kind of how I'm seeing this, maybe. Maybe we're, because we can't grow into, it's the old shoes that give you the blister. We have to have the blisters, and do we? Let's get the proper shoe that fits properly. Because that's out here, we've got to walk it for a long time. It is the long game.
It is the long game, but I don't know if it's a realistic expectation to be able to recruit a team in that already knows how to play at that level. Like, I just keep coming back to what is it that I'm doing that is creating this? Because the buck stops with me, and it's clearly, this is not this is just happening, this keeps happening. I'm starting to think, you know, am I a fucking idiot if I ignore this? Yep. You know, there are so many warning signs.
Yep.
Personally, I think dealing with lying on a group level poses tremendous humiliation. And I'm not sure how culturally supportive that would appear if we are calling her out on lying in front of the whole team. Something like that, in my opinion, should be dealt with as a side, sorted, run through, and then we can address all the bigger issues together.
Feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm just. It was a big weekend. Big weekend. We got a lot to get through, and apparently there's a lot more that's been going on this morning. You know, it's interesting because, you know, I posted that insight last week about difficult conversations, and now we've got to have a bunch of difficult conversations. When it comes to having a challenging conversation, leave all the emotion out of it. And the funny thing is, like, just keep looking at myself and going, what am I doing that's creating this? I have to accept responsibility for this. You know, in the past, one of my biggest mistakes is I always get into trouble when I don't trust my intuition and I don't listen to my gut. And I don't know, you know, and this is the thing, you can never run away from your weaknesses. And right now, I thought I was getting to the point where I was getting really strong with the team and the talent and the culture. And I still feel we're really strong with the team, the talent and the culture. But all it takes is, you know, 1 or 2 people to unravel everything, you know? And so I'm just trying to practice deliberate, not desperate right now. Because there's a part of me that wants to hang on to, and because, you know, we need them. But then there's a part of me that was like, well, you know, if I didn't need anything, what would I do? It was interesting because I shared this with one of our clients on the weekend. You know, we've had a high turnover. He goes, yeah, you have. And he kind of said it like I should be embarrassed of it, and I'm not. And the reason I'm not embarrassed about the high level of staff turnover that we have right now, or talent turnover, is because I'm working out really quickly when someone belongs and when they don't. And as soon as I realise that they don't, I'm getting rid of them straight away. Whereas in the past, I would have held on for longer. And so from the outside looking in, it can look like it's very volatile. And now it does feel, today, in this moment, it does feel very, very volatile, very uncertain. But up until now, I felt very confident about turning staff over very quickly if they just don't fit, because there's just no point. But I think I'm getting to that point where we've turned over quite a few in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And what's really the good part of it, I'm not judging myself, but no, you know what? Up until now, I haven't judged myself, and today is the first time I'm actually judging myself and going, okay, come on, you should know that you teach this, you should know this, what's going on. And then there's another part of this that's just like, well, this is just another lesson, you know? What am I learning? And the lesson that keeps coming up is just trust my intuition, trust my gut. So yeah, let's upload a video. Mate, I thought we should connect, because it's one thing to be judged on what you've been brought on to do, but you know, for us, we hire for culture and we train for skill. The fact that you've got some wicked skills was a massive attraction, but at the same time, you know, we've got to protect this culture, because we've had people come in before that have had wicked skills that, you know, I've let them stay too long and I've ended up paying the price because I've lost other talent as a result. By the way, I'm an addict, ex-addict, addict, once an addict, always an addict. And just so you know, if you did have a coke problem, that to me is something that I'd be willing to work with more if you're willing to admit it, because to me, addiction is one of those things that makes people very resourceful, and I'm more than happy to work with you on that if that's an issue. There is an enormous amount of work that is required to stay, not only to get sober, but to stay sober. But what I can tell you is it does get easier with time, but the lessons, the personal development that you go through as a result of becoming sober is training and personal growth that you can't get in a book, you can't get it in a seminar, you can't even get it in a normal life. You know, it was Buddha who says the greater the pain, the greater the awakening, and addiction is driven by pain. And the reason I keep going to therapy is because I still know I've got pain inside me that I haven't dealt with yet. Two things about me, and Marie will vouch for this: I don't judge and I don't hang on to shit. I let shit, like I'll get mad about stuff, but you know, I prefer open, honest communication. So something happens, we deal with it, fucking let it go, because it's poison to hang on to it, especially as an addict. It's poison. Do you think we did the right thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
My sense is it go one of two ways, obviously. He's either going to go off the rails and he's gone, or he'll become the most loyal person we have.
Well, he just said to me, I just dodged a bullet, didn't I? I went, yeah. Yeah, you did.
Well, we come out the other side.
Well done, Kerwin.
Thanks for your support. I appreciate it dearly. Thank you.
We met 6 years ago today. Well, yesterday.
Honestly, I believe that this event was required in order for us to go to the next level, regardless of new team or not.